Beep, 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 beep. Morning. Morning. I think it's going to be a nice day. That's just me. Footage. I've got some footage. So first thing we're going to do is watch some footage. Okay? Watch the footage. 3, 2, 1. What do you make of that then? That's Birmingham Pride, right? Now, I'm hearing through the vine of grapeage. I'm hearing, right? It was very badly attended. Now, if there's anybody else out there who can confirm to me that Birmingham Pride was very badly attended, I would be grateful to hear from you. Please do let me know in the doobries. Right? Come and be a warrior teacher, Substack, subscribe, the usual stuff. If you can help me out, do. Okay? I'm gobsmacked by it. What is it? It's just a parade of weirdness. Is it? Is that what Pride's become, is it? Is it? Is that really what it's become? It was, about getting gays and lesbians to have equal rights. Gays mostly. Lesbians had an awful lot of rights that gays didn't to begin with. You know that as well as I do, because we were criminalised. We were criminals. Criminalised in the law. Quite extraordinary to think that now, isn't it? Well, it is if you're not in one of the countries that still does it, man. There's about 80 million gay men, that can't live their lives. Mostly because of theocratic, or mad, bloody cults running countries where they want to kill us. Malcolm did a good thing about this, didn't he? About Ayatollah Khomeini. I covered it the other day. But that's what it's become. Did you see it? It's just a bunch of fetishists. Fetishists, unwell people. Those that have been co-opted by the LGBTQ hands, knees and bumps a daisy people. That's what it is. But apparently it was badly attended. Now, what's been difficult is finding out who it is that is funding Manchester Pride this year. Who is their sponsor? Now, it's normally booking.com. But booking.com, it's just great. Booking.com got in trouble with them last year because they got out the intersectionality calculator of doom and discovered that booking.com, oh gosh, the horror, had rooms to let in Israel. Well, they weren't happy about that. So they were all getting their knickers in a twist about that, right? All getting their gussets flustered and their G-strings knotted. So it's a parade of weirdos. That's all it is. That's what it's starting to look like, isn't it? The cult it is. A parade of weirdos. So I wonder who's sponsoring Manchester Pride, Brighton Pride, and London Pride, all the big prides. Who's sponsoring them? Because if Birmingham was that badly attended, and from what I could see there, It didn't look like there were many people watching. Did it look like it to you? You tell me in the Dubris, because I need to know, right? But from my perspective, that didn't look like many people were watching. So what's it going to be like this month? Right? Now, Tanya de Grunwald and Levi Payne did a great video about they went to a Stonewall meeting. If you haven't seen it, it's really interesting. Go and find it. You'll find it. It's called This Isn't Working podcast or something. It's great. They went to this Stonewall meeting where you weren't allowed to ask questions. Is it me or is the cult starting to fall? Looks like it, doesn't it? It does. So what you've got seeing in that parade, you've got them all there, haven't you? Nutters of all varieties. Nutters. Everybody they've managed to force team together with their leftist cult. Everybody they've managed to force team together. That's what they've got, in it. So people being pushed along by various people and people being, waving flags and stupid people thinking they're part of something that they're actually part of something else, which is the usual thing, isn't it? Oh dear, I found myself in the middle of something that I don't understand, which they've yet failed to admit. Even if you look at the gays in Manchester go across the Canal Street, the vast majority of them are still going, well, it's really important that we support the trans and the queers and blah, blah, blah. They're still doing it. Unless I meet them privately. So I bumped into one of the old queens the other day from way back. We go way back. Way back. He said, he said, you do make me roar, he said. I said, yeah, I know. I said, it's atrocious. And he said, I know, it's terrible. I said, they've got some bloke who thinks he's a woman getting his cock out of the changing room with my sister. That's what he said. I said, well, that's what happens when you allow the TQ plus to falsely attach itself to the gay movement. That's what happens when you allow them to pick on lesbians. That's what happens when you allow these men and their lunatic handmaidens in, all part of the same kind of cult of, intersectionality, power and oppression, victimhood. They're all the same. They're the same people. They may be coming at it from different angles, but they're all the same people. So he said to me, what do you mean, intersectional? And I had to explain it to him, bless him. Some people we sit there going, yes, we know this. But actually, most people haven't got a clue. Intersectionality works like this. They line you up according to what they think your amount of power and oppression is on the left-hand side. So, what is he? White, male, lots of oppression points. No oppression points for him. Oh, he's gay, is he? Right, give him 10. And then what's next? What, is he disabled? Yeah, give him another 10. Yeah. But the eyes in the back of his head instead of the front? Yeah, give him another 10. Oh, as a woman, is it? Right, she goes right up here. What type of woman is it? She's a trans woman. Oh my God, she goes right to the top. So you've got a long list down the sides of 10 people. And then you've got another, you put the same list along there and they can tick the number of intersectionality boxes for each individual person on their intersectionality calculator, which came, by the way, from this nutter in the legal field in America in the 1970s called Kimberly Crenshaw. Another leftist, right? So, but she wasn't that. She's a very smart woman indeed. I'm joshing you, but that was about the intersections in the law. So there's a valid point there about intersections in the law, about the way people are treated. Of course there's a valid point, but it escaped from that, didn't it? And the mad feminists, the ones that were like, oh, this is it, this is what we need, intersectionality, ladder of power and oppression. So the really insane feminist left grabbed hold of it like nobody's business and ran with it. Right? They were the same stupid people. I've got this wonderful artifact somewhere, I'll have to find it, but I've got a wonderful artifact from the premiere of a film called Dressed to Kill, which was about a murderous tranny, right? So every time this murderous bloke Bobby gets an erection, he kills kills the object of his desire, and he wonderfully hacked up Angie Dickinson, who was a policewoman in a lift with a straight razor, watched on by a prostitute. If you want, if Dressed to Kill Brian De Palma, that's how you do it, right? But there was a bunch of mad lefty LGB then, but essentially they were the same mad lefties protesting it because it was anti-LGB. It's got nothing to do with the LGB. It was Brian De Palma saying these men are dangerous. Here, have a look. And he'd done that off the back of John Hopkins understanding that these men were dangerous because they'd ceased all kind of trans and gender medicine. Right? So you've got so this intersectional stuff and this, power and oppression matrix is still going. It's still going on. And this guy said to me, right, you said I didn't know any of that. I said, right, so what I said, do you want to meet and have a coffee? Yeah, all right, we'll meet and have a coffee. So I'm going to meet and have a coffee with him. He's just another one. That's about the third or fourth in the last 4 weeks. They're starting to see it now. So it's beginning to slowly get through to the gay community, which is the community I'm interested in the most, obviously, the gay community. I call it constituency, because they aren't a community, never have been. No, we can't agree on shit. But it's just that we seem to be getting there, and there's movement going forward. So, that's what happens. Pride cometh before the fall, and I think this Pride Month, that may well be more true than ever. Let's keep the pressure up. Let's find out who the funders are. Let's call the funders. Let's point out to the funders that they are supporting a hard left, intersectional, Marxist, in many cases supportive of other things such as Islamism, right, and other nonsense that the left supports. Queers for Palestine. Let's point out to them exactly what it is that they are supporting. Hard left nonsense. Neoliberal crap. Right? I can be anything I want to be. Yes, you can. I can be a pup in public. No, you can't. They're walking down the street with their masks on and dildos up their backsides so they've got a tail. That's what they're all doing. You saw it. I showed it to you. Right, don't look at me. These mad men and women, we're going to deal with them, aren't we? That's what we'll do. We'll keep going until we do. Because they're embedded in everything. But that's the nature of the beast now. Recognise what it is we fight. Okay? Recognise what it is we fight. And let's keep going, because it's the only thing to do. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.